Unbelievable. She tried it on, she liked it.
Yeah. Where you got it? Downtown?
Right here, downtown Santa Monica.
There.
Uniqlo, it's a Japanese store. Looks for Shabbat.
Uniqlo.
Put it on. It looks like for Shabbat.
What's a Uniqlo?
Uniqlo is the name of this brand.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
On the second floor.
Uh-huh.
How much they go for?
They took $29 and they're going to go on sale soon. I know.
29.
I'm a Wall Street analyst. I can tell you when something... You're Iranian. You know fabric and rugs and
I don't
gold.
know at all.
In the blood.
I know stock market.
Stock market. That's
My
it.
son is the...
I'm going to buy all these hats for the
My
shluchim.
son's Shimon
Shimon, yeah.
is a famous stock market for the Brooklyn Orthodox Jews.
They trust him. That's it.
He has billions in his under his
Portfolios. Brilliant. Yeah.
in his portfolio.
Lubavitcher Rebbe said he didn't like so much stock
And you
markets
know what
that
he did?
makes you not sleep good at night.
And he married
Hmm.
the head of the Lubavitch.
The head of the Lubavitch he married? A
Daughter,
woman?
yeah.
Daughter, okay.
Beautiful daughter.
What's her name?
Eliza.
Eliza who? The head of Lubavitch is...
Anyway, the richest
The
Brooklyn,
richest? Oh, okay.
The richest Brooklyn Orthodox.
Baruch Hashem, Lubavitch. I'm going to do a quick shot for the Sheni V'Chamishi about some myths that I don't even know if I even have to do this. You think it's necessary? Anyway, the shliach that we spoke about in the previous, it's a typical healthy, well-balanced, educated, through the system, very nicely, married nicely, gives classes. Oh, he says he gives classes to people with PhDs. This is his claim to his credibility, right? So one claim he says is science is all theoretical, and he goes throws up some article from the New Republic. Do I even have to say this? Do I have to make it? Any of you guys watching think this guy's not a joker? Because I'm reaching out to the poor and the ignorant and the ones who missed the boat. This is why I'm doing it. I'm not here to have fun with the sophisticated. The goal is to reach out to the simple, because you never know where the next Mashiach is going to come from. As one guy said about abortion when we would go on Friday Mivtzayim, he said, abortion is terrible. You might be killing the next Einstein. So, science is all theoretical. We all know, we know this from the Chachamim, we know this from the Gemara, that without science we wouldn't have better travel, better foods, not just the foods which science will tell us which is fit to eat, just like the Kohanim in the Beis HaMikdash were telling the Hebrews and the Israelites what food is kosher. This all the way trickled down to a spiritual practice today, where people choose which animals to eat or not, and how it's killed based on this kosher, which means fit to eat, just like a business. Is this business kosher? How do you like the hat? So, until today, believers that want to follow religion but don't have a temple, and so they spiritualize the whole practice, have chosen to make it into a diet, which they would choose what they would eat and not eat, right? So with science we have the better food, better travel, better building houses. You can't build skyscrapers if you don't know the nature of how the metals will sustain stresses. I don't even need to go into this. But he lives in a world of science. He lives in an era where we have the microscope and telescope, where and the doctor, and then he said something called Secularkoolaid. He's in such a bubble that secular means non-religious in nature, right? Anything secular music, you go to a secular hospital, it's a non-religious hospital, means that they get their methods from science, from observation science. They don't get their methods from Christianity or Islam or the Torah, right? Their medicines don't come from the Torah, even though the Torah did attempt to give the Kohanim certain remedies of chopping, take two birds, flick off one bird's head, set the other bird free, sprinkle the blood, and then the other bird probably goes and commits suicide after that trauma. But so he mentioned the secular Kool-Aid. I don't know what a secular Kool-Aid is, and of course he doesn't answer. He just keeps changing the subject. This is called delusional, when it's not a schizophrenic delusion. It's a delusion that you get because your education left you like that. Your education left you like that. What were we talking about? Secular Kool-Aid? You see like a boy and a girl in love, right? You think about that. You think about your morals and all your fakakta bullshit that you raised, the bad and the evil. Evil is the word I was looking for. Evil, right? So what's evil? So he says that atheists have a problem with the word evil. So I asked him, what is the word evil? Is it another word for harmful? Because cigarettes are harmful. And guns are harmful, but they're a different type of harmful, right? Cigarettes you could smoke and nobody dies in a minute and you're not killing everybody. But guns in the wrong hands, a bloodbath. How do you know who I am?
See you on Facebook.
On Facebook or the YouTubes? I'm middle of doing now on I can't say his name, a shliach. We're asking if there's such a thing as a secular Kool-Aid, because I just saw these kids.
What is that?
I get a Lubavitcher on the beach. The Abish, the Rebbe is unrolling the carpet for us.
I'm not going anywhere.
Sei gesund.
Yeah.
That was a treat. That was a treat of treats. A bacher with tzitzis, with a friendship circle jacket, with a blue yarmulke. You know, from a mile away, you know, it's unzera. It's not like chas v'shalom from another yeshiva or something, right? Beautiful sky. This lady liked my baby stroller with the orange. She said she was born on Halloween, so anything orange is good. I didn't like orange so much because orange didn't give me such a good memory. Anyway, so he says atheists have a problem with the word evil. So I asked him, and what is evil? He can't explain it. So he has these like circular logics and pockets of blacked out, what do you call that? Code words where you're not no one's supposed to know what it means, right? They use it in politics. Just to make it clear, not all atheists don't believe in ghosts. So an atheist is a guy that doesn't believe in your God, right? So maybe the Muslim boy in Gaza Strip, indoctrinated, has his version of evil. Pretty stupid, just like the stupidity where he says, you know better. I hope that I clarified that. So, remember, if you have a guy that's acting delusional and he's been asked more than once to talk to his friends and his mashpiyim and the rabbi of his choice, the mashpiyah of his choice, and he evades that, so that's a clear sign of delusion, but I'm pinpointing the words for him. Anyway, so evil means anything like other gods, shrimp, the God hates shrimp, gays. Not sure if child molestation is evil, because if that's the case, then every little kid would know that, like it's treif. So they would never allow a predator to touch them, even they don't even know about sexuality, but they know that molesting a child is wrong. So I don't know if the Hebrew God caught on to that. Washing your hands with soap. That's what, and he also mentions authentic Judaism. He doesn't know what Torah Sheba'al Peh is. Torah Sheba'al Peh is oral law. Oral law, the Goyim knew, the Greeks had this called agropos nomos. I forgot the word. I didn't mention agropos nomos means not, and the Chachamim knew what that meant. It doesn't mean oral like we know it, Torah Sheba'al Peh, as opposed to Torah Shebiksav. But oral means unwritten law. Unwritten law is the natural law. The natural law is, like Spinoza would say, laws of nature, right? Spinoza would say God gives no laws to reward and punish, but they're the ones that we know, laws of nature, are written in stone. Gravity doesn't change. So if Shabbos, for example, was from Hashem, it would be impossible to light up a cigarette on Shabbos. Right? Because you can't break laws that God created or wrote. So again, all this circular logic, the best thing is, like my friends say, what do you want to do? You want to be from the living? Yeah, leave these guys. It's not a friend or a brother or your mother that you need to go to a shrink to figure out how to live with them, because you can't change your mother. It's a guy you have an encounter. It's a lesson for life. It's a great lesson for chinuch, how to teach our children not to go in this way, because it's useless, it's not moral, it's not honest, and it's not from Torah, which is Torah Semis and Torah Miloshin Hayra, as the Rebbe would constantly say. So you don't need to be a genius to understand that this is definitely not what Torah teaches. These nonsense of cultish groups, making groups in, because when you make groups and you try to alienate your children from someone else, you end up alienating them from other Yidden, and you alienate them from people who are more frum than you, that you disagree with. So basically you're left with nothing, because you're against secular, but you're also against religion if it's not your interpretation. So what is morality, and what is goodness and kindness? So the Rebbe gave it really clear. He said the goodness and acts of goodness and kindness. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and sei gesund. 10 minutes. Okay, sei gesund, and I'll have one more puff.